The bravest are surely those who have the clearest vision of what is before them, glory and danger alike, and yet notwithstanding, go out to meet it. That's a quote by Thucydides. Hello dear students, I'm Miss Lindley, and this is Plutarch. Welcome to class. Today we're going to finish reading the retelling of the life of Nicias by Rosalie Kaufman. I'm going to put some things on the screen that I hope will be helpful. And now we will complete our retelling of the life of Nicias by Rosalie Kaufman. Nicias reached the river Asinaris the next day with his men in a state of exhaustion, for the enemy's troops had galled them all the way. When they came to the banks of the river, some plunged into the water to quench their burning thirst, but they were butchered while they drank, and a cruel scene of bloodshed followed. At last, throwing himself at the feet of Gylippus, Nicias spoke in heart-rending tones. Gylippus, let pity move you in your victory. I ask nothing for myself. What is life to a man who has had so many misfortunes? But for the other Athenians, I ask your mercy. You should remember that the chances of war are uncertain, and that my countrymen treated you with mildness and moderation when they were prosperous. Gylippus was touched by the words and appearance of Nicias, for he remembered that he had been friendly to the Lacedaemonians. Besides, to capture 2 generals alive would be great glory. So raising the conquered Nicias from the ground, he bade him to take courage and ordered the fighting to cease. Then the prisoners were collected, and adorning themselves and their horses with garlands, the Syracusans returned to their city in triumph. A general assembly was called, and it was resolved that the Athenian servants and allies should be sold as slaves. The freemen and those Sicilians who had sided with them should be sent to work in the quarries, and the generals should be put to death. But Hermocrates sent a messenger to inform Demosthenes and Nicias of what their fate was to be, and they both committed suicide. As for the other Athenians, many of them died of disease and poor food in the quarries, for they were allowed only a pint of barley and half a pint of water a day. Those that were sold as slaves had the figure of a horse branded on their foreheads, but they behaved so well that they were either soon set free or won the love and respect of their masters, with whom they continued to live. Several were pardoned because they were able to recite the poems of Euripides, the Sicilians being great admirers of his writings, and the captives were often released from slavery merely because they remembered and could teach something that poet had written. Once a ship pursued by pirates ran into the harbor of Syracuse for protection, and was only received because the seamen, on being questioned, were found capable of repeating the poems of the favorite bard of the citizens. And that's all there is for today. We'll end with our closing words. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. I look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.